Hey guys, welcome to day number 2. Hope you guys doing well, and you've done the intention for day 1. That what do you want to achieve in next few weeks, and you publish that intention, and you're ready, right? You're ready for this, right? So now let's get started. Let's get into today's content. So here's two things. What we're going to do today. One is you're going to find an audio below this. It's called the Quantum Mind Meditation. So this meditation, you can do it either before you go to bed, or you wake up in the morning, the first thing in the morning, or a few times in a day. So the intention behind this is this: we want to operate from this new identity. We want to start our work from this new identity. We want to take every action from this new identity's perspective. Because remember this, the difference between where you are, where you want to be, the difference is the identity gap, meaning that this person today doesn't know what this person knows in the future. And that's why you haven't been taught this, right? So we want to operate from this new identity. And once you operate from this new identity, the goals you want to achieve will become just easy, right? It's just a second nature for you after that. So that's why the quantum mind meditation is the best thing, right? So that's why do it whenever you can, a few times a day for next few days. Do it every day, or do it daily if you can, for next few weeks, and operate from that new structure, right? So that's one thing. So today we want to get into this straight away into the second section. So the first one is the quantum mind, which is the 80% of psychology, and then the fast growth method, which is a 20% of strategy, right? So mindset by itself has no meaning unless you have a strategy. Strategy by without the mindset is like a drudgery, right? So the strategies won't work. I've tried it. Strategy without the mindset does not work. And that's why it's really, really, really easy. You probably see sometime people just want to find how to. They look at YouTube videos all the time, but they're still at the same place where they were 5 years ago. And the reason for this is they haven't worked on the mindset, right? So, and let me explain my definition of mindset. My mindset definition is the way you see the world, right? So everything to do with the way you see the world. If you think that this is not possible, you're right. If you think that, hey, these people are doing it, they made it happen, how can I do it? Then also this is a mindset. If you can see that, hey, these people made it happen because they are from different caste, religion, different kind of skin color, they can make it happen, I can't do it, then again it's your way of looking at it, right? So that's what we call mindset. How do you see the world? uh, and this is why it's really important that you must have both. You must have a mindset, you must have a strategy, and both of them kind of work together. So I can't give you the strategy by itself, because if I do that, it'll kind of injustice to yourself, injustice to yourself and your business, that it might grow, but I know it won't work. So it's really important you need to have both. So that's why you're getting both as part of this. So what we want to do is today we want to talk about um, your ideal clients, right? So your ideal client who you want to work with. So something you want to think about, right? So and here's the reason for this. So let me sort of explain this first, what I mean by ideal client. So people have different things, and they talk about the target markets, they talk about the niche markets, they talk about people we want to serve, or we create a programs. But I want you to take a different approach today. I want you to take an approach of saying, who do I want to work with? Not who's out there, who do I, who's my niche market? I'll just work with these guys because it seems like, the better way of doing it because I can make money. I'm looking from different perspectives, say, hey, if money and time and skill set and all that is no issue, who do I want to serve in the world? Who are those people I love to work with? And I'm talking about commercially work with, not the people you want to help for the sake of helping. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about commercially helping, meaning that you want to make money, you want to create a business, right? But you really want to help those people as well. Who are those people? Who are those ideal clients? Who are those people you really want to help? Who are those people you love to work with? Who are those people you will serve them even if they don't pay you. I mean, we want them to pay you, but even though they don't pay you, right? So, who would you love to work with? Yes, we want to be commercially successful, but I really want you to think from that perspective that if you work with somebody without worrying about the money, mean that you really care about those people, right? But that's why money will come when you really care about those people. And the reason for this is when you know the problems those people having better than they know themselves, the business is a no-brainer. Right? So their business is no-brainer because they will come to you when they know that you have the answer to their problems. So you won't need to spend much time, trying to convince them. You won't spend much time because you became that person who they believe has the answer to everything. So I think the first thing I really want you to do is, who do you want to work with? So what I want you to do is, if you don't have these sticky notes, have these sticky notes and write it down, 5 or 10 people, and stick it on somewhere on the wall you would love to work with. Stick it on the note and say, hey, I want to work with these people, meaning that who are, um, coaches. They have a skill set, but they can't get the clients. Or you want to work with IT professionals, or you want to work with Medicare or medical professionals. You want to work with single mothers. You want to work with IT professionals or anybody, right? So you write it down. Who are those people you love to work with? I put it down on my wall here. I have a criteria who I want to work with is very, very specific type of people. They must be creative, they must be compassionate, they must be congruent, they must be cool, and they must be consistent. I want to work with those kind of people. And this is just me putting the virtues together, right? But firstly, the first step is you just write it down. Who are those people you want to work with? Who is your ideal client you really, really want to help so that you can be commercially successful in the future, right? We want to know. That's the first thing. The second thing we want is, what are the top 5 problems do they have? What are the top 5 problems do they have? And here is something you must be mindful of when you're looking at the problems. If you were once upon a time that person, you might think of problems which sort of comes from your experience. I want you to dig deeper today. I want you to go and look at on Google. I want you to go and search on forums. I want you to look at different Facebook groups. If you're already part of the Facebook groups your ideal client is, I want you to search what sort of question they're asking. Right? People trying to solve very big problems everywhere. People trying to solve the bigger problems. What most people miss out on, solving small problems. One of the biggest market today, which every coach, every consultant is missing out, is very small problems. Very small problems. So if I want to ask you a question, what are the problems they have? You need to list down 5 or 10, the biggest problem. And I want you to go at the lower level, lower level, lower level. So meaning that if that problem is right at the top, meaning I'll give you an example. If your top problem is you want to work with coaches and they don't have enough clients, the idle market is the coaches. The problem they have is not enough clients, and that's the top level problem. I want you to create a sub level problems is why they don't have clients. Why they don't have clients. Why? Why? And you probably have 10 bullet points at the bottom that why they don't have clients. For example, they are technically not smart. Technically means that they are not technologically smart. They don't understand technology. Or they're not good at marketing. Or they are not good at sales. Or they are not good at something else. They don't have the best CRM, or they don't have the funnels, or they don't have paid marketing, or they don't have this, they don't have that, whatever that is, right? So you put a list together. The top category is coaching, the coaches you want to work with. The biggest problem is they don't have clients. And at the bottom, you put a list together saying why they don't have clients. Why, 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 why? And you just keep filling the list and keep answering. When you think that you have done it, go two level more down. When you think that you got to that level, just two level more down and say why they don't have it. They don't know Facebook ads. Okay. Why they don't have it. Then go more down. So create a tree and go down and down and down. What we're going to do is, if you haven't guessed it by now, they have so many things they need to put together to get a client. Right. So meaning that what most people are trying to do is they solve the bigger problems. What we're trying to do is in next 14 days, we want to pick one very micro problem, like very, very, very small problem that it is just make you the only person solving that problem. That's why we want to go down, 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 and in the subcategories and take it right at the bottom, meaning that you might be one of those people who just help people filling out or fixing their emails. Just an example. If you are in a mindset category, I would actually go down. Mindset to do what, right? And then go down, down, down again at the lower. Mindset to have a conversation with their partners. Okay. Why do they want to have a conversation with their partners? So that they can have a better relationship. Okay. If they want to have a better relationship, why do they want to have better relationship? So that they can feel fulfilled. Okay. Why do they want to feel fulfilled? So that they can be happy. Why do they want to feel happy? So that they can enjoy this life. Why do they want to enjoy life? Because the people who enjoy life, that's a life worth living. I'm just making it up, right? So basically, the end goal is they want to enjoy life and have a life which is worth living. Now, the question is, can we get them this by doing something else? Right. So that's the let's recap. If we sort of I confuse you, let's go back. Most people are trying to solve the bigger problems. Your ideal client has got lots and lots and lots of problems. And most people are trying to solve the bigger level problems. Hey, come and get clients. Hey, come, we fix your mindset. Hey, we make you, go faster by fixing your mindset into something else. We help you become the performance coach, right? So most people work at a high level. Okay. What we want to do is we want to go deep. We want to go deep and we fix a very small problem. That might be something very, 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 very small problem because not that many people probably looking at fixing that small problem in the marketplace, right? So we want to be that person who go into deep into small. So I think when you think that you've gone to the smallest thing, you go deep, right? So, and that's what we want to do. So today's job is, for your job is to find who is your ideal client you want to work with. What are the 10 problems they have? So write it down, the 10 problems they have. And then what we want to do is we want to have those 10 problems go at the micro level, very, very, very micro level. Like go at the level that you helping people learn how to tie their shoes. Because remember this, if they want to attend a meeting, they want to, become the best at what they do, they need to learn how to tie their shoes, or they need to buy shoes which doesn't have laces. So we want to go at that micro level that you're helping somebody how to um, at the bottom level, right? Mike, hope that makes sense because we want to find your blue ocean market. If you haven't read a book called Blue Ocean Strategy, pick up that book. It's all about, most people trying to fish where the water's already red, the sea is already red because of different sharks in the market, and everybody's trying to compete into that same market. So we want to find your blue ocean where not that many fishes are there, not that many sharks are there. So we want to make sure that you go into that market and do it. So let's recap everything and see if that made sense. The one thing is we really, really, really want to find out who's your ideal clients. We want to find out their top 10 problems. So ideal client, top 10 problem, write it down. What are those? Put it on the whiteboard, put it on the wall, write it down the top 10 problems. So one of the things you're really mindful of that if you are one of those people who is your ideal client, you might have all these problems based on your assumptions. So this is something you really need to be mindful of because you don't want to create something based on your assumptions. If you like me, my assumption has always been wrong. So you want to speak to those people. So if you haven't, give those people a call and ask them these questions. You know, what are your top 5 challenges? If they say something, why this is the challenge? That's it. So ask them the question, what are your challenges taking your life to the next level or business to the next level or relationship to the next level, whatever that is. Um, why this is the challenge? What's the reason this is a challenge? And let them explain to you. If they come to the next one, ask them, what do you believe this one is a challenge? Why do you think that if this is fixed, you reckon it's going to fix the relationship? So the reason you're trying to do is you're trying to find out what is the actual problem. And here is what I think. At the end of the day, everybody's trying to have some sort of feeling. Everything is a feeling. Having more clients is a feeling. Having great relationship is a feeling. Having great businesses is a feeling. Buying a new car is a feeling. We all want to have certain set of feelings. And I believe your job as a coach is to make them learn or have a breakthrough in that session that they have that feeling all the time. Because if they're missing that very specific feeling, if you give them that feeling, they'll be your clients forever. Right. So we need to give them the feeling they want to have. Sometimes they just want to hold on to stuff um, where in the past they had certain feelings with certain people and those people moved on, but they're still stuck at the same place. So certain people have to let go as well. So, but that's, the best, right? You're the coach for this. But remember this, right? So what we want to do is we want to find out what their top 10 problems are. If they answer you something, you ask them, why is this a problem? And then dig deep. So we want to go at a micro level problem, not at a micro level problem. And we're going to try to fix that micro level problem, right? So these are 3 things we're going to do. Idle client, their top 10 problems. If you don't have those top 10 problems, pick up a phone, call a few people and in your idle client market and ask them, right? If you don't have those people, if you don't have idle client and you don't have those people, I believe you don't know your ideal client at the moment. So what we can do is, as part of the process, if you don't have the ideal client, you don't know their problems, we need to do something about something, right? So what we want to do is um, we want to work with. So figure out, if you don't have those, figure out who are those people you want to serve. Who are those people you served in the past? Who are those people you want to work with? And then we go from there. So it might not be exactly what you want, but something to start with, right? So hope this makes sense, right? Hope this makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, put your questions below. Happy to answer that, right? So, but we really need to find out who are those people, what are their top 10 problems, not macro problems, micro problems. And what we want to do is offer them a solution later down the track for their micro problems. We're looking for micro problems, not macro, micro. All right, that's it for me. Day number 2. Do the meditation when you get a chance, but also find out your ideal clients, their problems. 10 problems we really need. Write it on the whiteboard and say, what are those problems? All right, that's it for me. Thank you. And see you guys tomorrow for day number 3.